A couple of extra word problems on this unit on inequalities. We're going to do 4 of them. First question involves a climber. In order to reach the summit of Mount Faraku, a climber has to reach at least 5,000 feet. If they've already climbed 3,500 feet and can climb 120 feet per hour, what is the number of hours they'll need to reach the summit? So if the climber has to reach at least 5,000 feet, that means what the climber climbs has to be greater than or equal to 5,000. So where the climber is has a goal of getting above or equal to 5,000. On this left side, we're now going to determine what the climber is going to do. Well, they have 3,500 already done. We're going to add to that 120 per hour. The word per generally means multiplication, so 120 for every hour. This is our inequality. Let's solve it. Minus 3,500 on both sides. This is called the subtraction property of inequality. 120h is greater than or equal to 1,500 divided by 120. This is called the division property of inequality. So h is greater than or equal to, let's divide this. 1,500 divided by 120 is 12.5. So if we wanted to say the number of hours, we could say 12 and a half hours. We could say 12 hours and 30 minutes. But since we want to kind of give ourselves some leeway, I guess, and say it has to be bigger than, I know that time can be split. You could make an argument for 12 hours and 30 minutes at least. Or you could just say 13 hours is the amount of hours you would need. I could see 12 and a half or 13 for this particular example. The next example has to do with buying some holiday presents, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, etc. Roxy has $80 to purchase gifts for her friends. She spends $25 on the best friend and then plans to buy each of the rest of them an $8 box of candy. So each of them gets that $8 box of candy. How many friends can Roxy afford to get a gift? All right. So she has $80. Whatever she spends has to be less than or equal to 80. Because if what she spends is bigger than 80, well, that's not going to work. So on one side is the number 80, and on the other side is all of the stuff she's buying, whatever she's purchasing. Well, $25 is what she's spending no matter what on her best friend, and an $8 box for every friend. So $8 for every friend she has. All right, let's solve. Minus 25. This is called the subtraction property of inequality. 8f is less than or equal to 55. Divided by 8, we get f is less than or equal to 55 divided by 8 is 6.875. Now she's just short of getting 7 friends worth. So the number of friends has to be less than or equal to 6. Well, we would tend to round this up. Unfortunately, she can't get 7. So she can buy 4 up to 6. But she can't buy more than 6 friends. So she can get up to 6 friends an $8 box of candy. Aditya is raising money for the soup kitchen around the corner. His goal is to get a new stovetop, which costs $1,000. So that seems like it's his goal. He wants to reach $1,000. He has $400 saved up, and he knows that he can ask his friends and family to donate. If he plans to ask 50 friends and family members together, how many on average would each have to donate to raise at least $1,000? Since $1,000 is the goal, what you raise has to be greater than or equal to 1,000, or what a DTR raises. So whatever he gets can be equal to 1,000, can be more than 1,000, but it can't be. So this is our goal. This is what he's going to do. All right, he has 400 already. We'll add to that 50 times the number of friends he has. So 50 friends times the amount of money each person has to subtract. So F represents the amount of money each one will have to donate until we get to 1,000. Split it. Minus 400, minus 400. 50F is greater than or equal to 600. Divided by 50. Divided by 50. F is greater than or equal to 12. So what does 12 mean? It's not 12 friends. That means each friend would have to donate. Each would have to donate at least $12. So each friend is greater than or equal to 12. Is 12 times 50 plus the 400, that'd be greater than or equal to $1,000. The English paper that Marco needs to write has to be at least 500 words. He already has 300 written and knows that from keyboarding class he could type 35 words per minute. Based on the information, how much longer should Marco need to finish? If he knows exactly what to write, he doesn't think, he's just going to type. All right. It has to be at least 500. So whatever he does has to be bigger than or equal to 500. So he could write his paper can be equal to 500 or bigger than 500, but it can't be smaller than 500. He already has 300. We're going to add to that 35 words for every minute plus the 300 he already has done. 35 words for every minute plus the 300 words already done until it reaches 500. Split it, minus 300, minus 300. We get 35 per minute. It's greater than or equal to 200. So on multiply to a divide, this is called the division property of inequality. 5. So we have m is greater than or equal to 200 divided by 35 is 5.71 if we round it. So technically, it wouldn't take 5 minutes. You get a 0.71 a minute, but we would say, so since we're writing, let's say, Marco needs only 6 minutes to type that. It doesn't seem that difficult.